A very busy 48 hours.
Yeah, because
What'd you do yesterday at school?
Field day.
You had field day all day yesterday, and then what did we do last night?
Watched the Lion King last night.
We went downtown and we watched the Lion King musical at the music hall. Yeah.
Yeah, and also it was a really pretty theater, actually.
Yeah. And then also, we got home really, really late last night. And then would you do? You had to get up really early this morning to do what?
Watch the.
Well, you didn't. I guess we watched the DVR Royal Wedding before you went to your cooking class.
Mhm.
Yeah.
My cooking class was actually day.
Yeah.
And if you ever
and then,
were in there, in there, I got this hair tie from.
Fascinating. And then we had the Preakness this afternoon because we're big horse fans, huh? And we like horse races. Okay, so very, very exciting. And then we have our Universal Yum Box, so it's very exciting. 48 hours. I mean, like, oh my goodness.
Opened it.
Well, we've opened it. Everything is out here on the table, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a rainy, sort of rainy day. It rained this morning, stormed this morning. It's supposed to rain a little bit later, so it's like frizzball. Our hair's frizzy today. Anyway, all right. So our Universal Yum Box this morning is from the Philippines. So yay, we're gonna have some kind of island food. I think snacks. And so it shows us where the Philippines is. You didn't know where they're located. There's where they are located. See, there's China, and Taiwan, Indonesia, Malaysia, Vietnam, and there's the Philippines. All those little islands. Okay? So, like usual, we got our little booklet, our little pamphlet. And it has some questions. It says, which Filipino toy was originally designed for use as a weapon? A jump rope, a yo-yo, jacks, or a frisbee? And
jacks.
You think jacks? Maybe people just threw jacks at each other. No, it was a yo-yo. Huh. They were used as hunting weapons in the Philippines. A large ball with sharp studs was attached to thick 20-foot rope that was flung at enemies and prey. A less destructive toy version was popularized and named it a yo-yo. That's cool. That's kind of interesting. And then they have some wonders, tour the wonders of the Philippines. And there's a volcano, the Taal volcano, and the Puerto Princesa, and the rainbow eucalyptus tree. Oh my goodness. That is insane. The trees change colors in the fall, but this incredible species changes colors constantly. I don't know if you can really see it. That's not a really great picture. Kind of see, like, the tree is like a rainbow-y color. That picture right there. That's crazy. Weird. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just kind of get into the food because we're really tired after last night, so we want to go take a nap before the Preakness race. Horse race. All right, so the first thing we have is the Boy Balong Barbecue. Barbecue flavored corn nuts. So I think this will probably be a familiar taste to us. I think probably corn nuts, something that we are pretty familiar with. And we've had, barbecue seems to be a popular flavor just kind of throughout the world. It seems, I mean, we've had something. We had barbecue flavored stuff last month. Did we have anything barbecue flavored? We had 2 barbecue things in the Spain box.
Yeah.
I don't think we had anything. I don't know. Maybe we didn't have something.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. No, I know. I'm saying in Poland. Oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, these are different. Okay, they're corn nuts, but they're kind of gigantic.
The first one in the Poland box.
So it just tastes like unpopped popcorn. Okay. I mean, it's not. It is different from our corn nuts. I actually like these better.
Yeah.
You get there must be like a lot of onion powder. Very oniony. Yeah. Very oniony. I get more onion flavor than I get barbecue. I mean, it's there, but
I don't really like onions that much. Like big pieces.
These are very oniony.
Oh, no thanks.
You don't like them? But they're very They're not as...
I'll put that as my worst.
Well, you don't know yet. Corn nuts our corn nuts, I find like sometimes they almost hurt my teeth because they're so hard. These are really tender. Still have that crunch, but they're really tender. Why don't you go get a glass of water?
Oh, yeah.
That way, if you eat something you don't like, you can just wash it out. All right. And then we have Pinny Pig Polvorone Toasted Rice-Flavored Shortbread. Now, last month, if you remember, the shortbread from Spain was amazing. It was, like, so good. And then I watched a video of someone else doing an opening box. And they ate the shortbread, and they hated it. Hated it. So I messaged on there, and I said, you should send it to us. Obviously joking. And they said, oh, we threw it out because we didn't like it. I'm like, you threw it out? My husband and I spent like half an hour of our life trying to figure out how we could order some of that shortbread here. And you threw it out? We didn't find it anyway. And they threw it out. They threw it out! So, my standards for shortbread are very high. But this is where their shortbread comes in. Looks like this one looks much. It's covered in sugar, and it looks very. I mean, it's very thick. That's a thick cookie. Ooh, it's very tender though. So that's cool. So the sugar creates kind of a little crust. It'd be cool if that crust was like caramelized.
Can I try?
It's good. It's very tender. It's not as good as the Spain one. The Spain had that lemon flavor too. This is just kind of a plain. Hang on a second. It's still tender. It's good. It needs something. It needs like a lemon flavor or some sort of flavor like the Spain one did. The shortbread's pretty boring. Other than that, this one is sweeter, and I don't think it's necessarily just because of the sugar on the outside. I think the recipe itself is just sweeter. Yeah. What do you think? Mm-hmm. Not as good as the Spain shortbread, but it'll do. It'll do. It's good. Not bad. Not bad. All right, this one will be interesting. It is a cupcake. I'm not actually like making that up. That's what it says. Cupcake.
It's supposed to be a
okay. And they have different flavors.
Cupcake.
In the early 1700s, something very important came to the Philippines: wheat. First introduced by Spanish colonizers, the country has struggled to grow the crop in its hot climate, but has long depended on other countries to grow it, then import it to the Philippines. 200 years after wheat arrived, another very important thing came along to the Philippines: cake. In the early 1900s, America had won the Spanish-American War in the Philippines, and the Philippines was an American colony. During this time, we brought over very American export of cake, packaged cakes. Both Spain and America contributions have brought about the Philippines' most famous snack cake, the cupcake. This month, everyone will receive a different kind of cupcake. The flavors range from the Spanish-inspired nutty chocolate, so peanuts and chocolate, that'd be yummy. The American Choco Mocha, coffee and chocolate, that'd be good too. And 100% Filipino ingredients like cheese, a cheese cupcake. Coco ube, so a coconut ube. We have something else ube flavored in our box. We didn't get the ube flavored one. And buko pandan, so coconut pandan. You'll have to let us know which bite of Filipino history you prefer. So we have, our flavor was the buko pandan. So it is a cupcake filled with cocoa flakes. So this will be interesting, a green cupcake.
Let's see how it turns out.
Yeah, let's see how it looks. Let's see how it... Is it really green? Huh. Okay, so it looks like a green, kind of a muffin. A green little cupcake without, or a green cupcake without frosting.
Oh, that's pink. But it's mostly brown.
Well, that's just the cooking, so it's green. It's green.
And this is how...
Oh, that's yummy. There's cocoa flakes in it.
I'm definitely the fried dessert.
Tastes like a coconut cupcake.
Yeah.
Pretty So far, nothing really like crazy flavored. I mean, I feel like I've eaten versions of all of these things before.
Yeah.
Either the corn nut, they're different. It's just a different take on it, like the corn nuts and the
I'm definitely
shortbread.
putting that on. I'm definitely putting that on.
That's
my
good.
first.
I actually don't. I don't mind cupcakes without frosting. Anyway, so it doesn't make it too terribly sweet.
But this one that you do. Okay.
And then we have Leslie's Cheesy Corn Crunch.
Ooh.
These look like Cheetos. Doesn't feel like we got a lot of weird flavored or different flavor combination stuff. This one. Oh my gosh, this bag is so full. I might need some scissors.
I got
Oh, wait.
Got it?
Nope. I'm going to need some scissors. Or
I got the scissors.
I
got them.
Okay. Good.
I got them.
I got it. Just as you bring it over. Whew. All right, so these look like Cheetos. They look like they're going to be Cheetos, and they are cheddar jalapeno flavored. So they maybe are going to be spicy Cheetos, kind of like. Okay, we've got a cup of water here for you. They look like Cheetos. Wow, they have the most jalapeno flavor of any chip I've ever had. I'm not a huge jalapeno chip fan, so I don't really have a ton of jalapeno chip experience. But they taste very jalapeno.
No.
But they're not.
Do not let me eat those again.
But they're not spicy.
I know.
A little bit. Okay. A little bit. You have to eat several. Outrageously spicy and cheesy. I don't get the outrageously, but it was good. It was good. It was good. Nothing too crazy. I mean, definitely different flavors, but nothing too... Okay, come right back here. Nothing too different. This is not a very different box. All right, then we have a fudgy. And not that it has to be different, I guess.
Fudgy.
But, I mean, I guess there would be, since we were... Philippines was an American, I mean,
rare.
I guess that makes sense.
Fudgy
That we
rare.
are pretty similar. Okay, so we have a fudgy bar cake with cream filling.
Mm-hmm.
Although this one says custard cream filled vanilla cake bar. So it must be two different. It's another cake, a dessert so popular that it's been distilled into a sweet and simple cake. You have one of the following varieties. Salted caramel chocolate, dark chocolate, macapuno, vanilla, mocha, durian, or milk. I'm glad we don't have durian. Although I'd like to try durian. No matter which cake you get, one thing is for certain, eating this creamy filled cake is a breeze. So it's like a Twinkie. It looks like a Twinkie with only, this has custard filled, so it looks like, it looks like a Twinkie. Kind of a darker version. I'm not a huge fan of Twinkies, so this will be interesting. So apparently Filipinos love their cake. So in the middle, it's got like a custard.
Ooh, it's kind of like the Harry Potter. Kind of like the Harry Potter thing. Why do I don't get to have anything in mine?
Okay. So the cake itself tastes like a Twinkie. Okay. The custard is, although it doesn't taste as
Oh yeah.
it's a little more dense than a Twinkie. I like it better than a Twinkie. The custard is because it's, I think it's because it's packaged like this. The custard is very like gelatinized or solidified. It's not really like when you think of a custard filled donut, you know, kind of like a Bavarian cream almost. It's not like that. It is like an egg custard base kind of custard. It's alright. It's good. I mean, it has kind of like, if you've ever had a zinger, one of those zingers, like a, it tastes kind of like, that has that density. Twinkies for me are very like light and spongy. This one's not quite as light as a Twinkie. Although it's been a really long time since I've had a Twinkie, but I think as far as I remember. But that's good. It's good. I would eat a lot of them, but I would try one. I would have one again. I would buy it or something if I needed if I was in the Philippines and I needed a snack, a sweet snack. All right, and then